welcome from Everett High School tonight. We've got basketball. It is holiday season, and yet the basketballs are still flying through the air. It is time for yet another basketball game here tonight at the Pit. Steve Willits along with Todd Elvick, Sarah Elvick, and all the folks back in the truck, and we thank you for tuning in to STSPN tonight. Non-conference basketball, a game between the Everett Seagulls, a team that is 3-3 on the season, a team that's only had one winning season since 2006, and they're looking to change that pattern here this evening, or at least get themselves going back in the right direction again, and they're going to do so against a Kingston Buccaneer team that's been struggling as of late. This is a team that won 17 games just 3 years ago. Since that time, in the last 2+ years, 4 wins and 42 losses. A Buccaneers team that has 3 losses already this season by 1 point. So a team that's improving but still not quite able to get over the hump. And then you've got the Everett Seagulls, a team that picked up their 3rd victory of the year the other night against Linwood, a game in which Everett led by 18 points in the 3rd quarter, only to see Linwood come storming back and make it a 61-59 game. Talking to head coach Bobby Thompson right before the game, and he even mentioned it's probably not a bad thing for his team long term. Went ahead and teaching them a little bit of a lesson in terms of finishing off teams and keeping the intensity level up for a whole 4-quarter game. So tonight, we're going to find out what these two teams can do before the holiday break kicks in and before they start getting ready for other family and festive things. And we're now going to pause as we get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. You're watching STSPN. As we speak, the Kingston Buccaneers, coached by first-year head coach Henry Guterson. Guterson originally at Bainbridge High School. I almost said Bainbridge Island High School. That shows my age from back when they were in Wesco way back in the day. He comes from Bainbridge High School. He was the girls' head basketball coach there for the past couple of years. Was also the longtime JV boys basketball coach there. He's bringing his Buccaneers squad into town here. Everett Seagulls, coached by Bobby Thompson, also a first-year head coach, coaching here at his alma mater. Everett Seagulls, class of 1996. Bobby, very instrumental in helping the 1995 Seagulls team to a 5th-place finish at state. These teams are just about ready to tip off. And we will get to the starting lineups as we go along here in just a moment. Ball is up in the air, and we are underway. Kingston with number 1, McGuire Setterland. He's a 5'10" junior. Number 2 with the ball, that's Christopher Rustle. He is a 5'11" junior. And you got number 10 out there, that's Zach Mead, a 6'2" sophomore. He has the ball right now. Down low in the post, you have Dylan Bays, number 23. He is a 6'3" junior. Ball is picked off. We got our first play of the game. Taras Fezienko down low, layup. Peter Wilson, the sophomore, getting the first bucket of the game. 2-0 score for Everett. And finally, rounding out your starting lineup for Kingston, at number 20, you've got Orlando Giacchetti. Orlando Giacchetti, number 20. Everett, we already mentioned Taras Fezienko. He has had himself a season so far. 43 points in the second game of the season. That was the Brugelfest game against Cascade. Then turned around the very next game over at Lake Stevens. Fezienko with a 3. He hits it as if on cue, knowing we're talking about him. Drains the bucket, 5-0 score. As I was saying, 43 points against Cascade. The very next game over at Lake Stevens High School. First game ever at the new gym over there. And he kind of spoiled their first opening night, if you will. Hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to defeat Lake Stevens by 1. Fezienko averaging around 22 points per game so far this year. Only a junior, so we'll keep an eye on him. Your other starters tonight, number 5, Ronnie Kildall, the golfer. 14th in state last year as an individual golfer. He's a 6-foot junior. You've also got it on the floor right now. Number 32 for Everett, that's Micah Hogan, a junior, stands at 6'4". Also 33, Daryl Malam, 6'2" senior.
Number 2 was our player of the game at the Golf Fest.
He was at the Golf Fest, yeah, 43 points. There he goes, long range. That should be a 4-pointer. Are you kidding me? Ross, long three ball. 6 points on the night so far. 8-0 score, all Everett thus far. Kingston still looking for their first bucket. Into the lane, Euro step. You can't do that. Travel violation. Turnover, as the referees tonight are Jeff Armstrong, Jim Bueller, Mike Maines. That call was an easy one for them. Everett already with an 8-0 lead. Taras feeling it from all over the floor so far. He's good from 21 feet. He's good from 26 feet. Nice job by Wilson getting the ball back. Everett Seagulls, Bobby Thompson, the star returning home. Nice shot there, 10-footer misses. That's Malam with the attempt. Rebound coming down to Kingston. Now we're gonna get our first foul of the night. That's on number 32, Hogan. First team foul for the Gulls. Great night here at the pit. Obviously a lot of folks with holiday plans, so we're hoping that if you weren't able to get out here tonight, you're watching us on STSPN. Turnover, here come the Seagulls one more time. Kicking it out, Fesienko looking for his third three, he gets it! 2 minutes, 13 seconds into the game. Taras failing it right now. 11-0 Seagull lead, and we've got a timeout. We're gonna take a quick break. You're watching STSPN. Easy layup. That's how you break a press right there. Dylan Bays with the bucket. Joe Patricio, number 5, with the pass. Fesienko again. This time he left it a little bit short. Fortunately for him, Peter Wilson there for the cleanup. Wilson getting the ball back, drives into the lane, floats it from 8 feet out, misses it. Rebound coming down into the hands of Bays. And perhaps whatever Coach Gooderson said during the break, it's working. 2-0 run, and they're looking for more here after watching the Seagulls score the first 11 points of the game. And Zach Mead. Malam hustling to get the ball. And Fesienko baseline kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson driving into the lane, kicks it out. Nice job of swinging the ball around. Kildall down low. Missed shot. That was Hogan with the attempt. 4:33 left here in the first quarter. Seagulls out to the 11-2 lead against a Kingston team that has lost all 6 of their games, however, 3 of them by 1 point. Left that one just a little bit short. That was number 2, Christopher Russell with the attempt, the 5'11 junior. Kingston only suiting up, I believe it's 7 players tonight. We've got one player who broke his arm during an open gym at the beginning of the year. Nice floater from the corner. Daryl Malam at 2-pointer, 13-2 score. Everett continuing to press, looking to trap. Out in the corner, left side, good! 3 ball. That's Orlando Shaquiti. Shaquiti with his first points of the night. Cutting that Everett lead down to 5. Fesienko says, let's try to make it 11 again. Hits the side iron. Rebound coming down into the hands of Sutherland. Pushing it ahead. Floater, we get contact. We get a charge. Peter Wilson. We know he can play offense. He's averaging around 10 points per game. Turns out he can stand his ground too. Drawing the charge. Kingston with their first penalty of the night. It's going to be called on number 2, Christopher Russell. Fairly clean game so far. We are 4 minutes and 38 seconds into the action, each team with only 1 foul. Everett choosing to slow things down a little bit, setting up their offense in the half court. Checking into the game for the first time tonight, that's Jeremy Reed, number 1. Malam down low, floats it up off the backboard and in. He has 4 points in the first quarter, 15-5 score, as we now go underneath the 3-minute mark here left in the first quarter. In through the lane, underhand, floater misses. Seagulls with a rebound. Kildall kicking it ahead. Fesienko thought about the 3, dribbles down baseline, kicks it out. Malam's gonna go for the tray, hits it! Fesienko with 9 of the first 11 points, and now Daryl Malam catching fire. He now has 7 points here in the opening quarter. Biggest lead of the night for the Seagulls, 18-5. Kingston looking for a bucket, driving into the lane, floating it up. Shot is off as that was Sutherland with the attempt. He's going to draw contact. He'll hit to the line for our first 2 free throws of the night. Foul's going to be called on number 5, Ronnie Kildall, his first. Todd Elvick, love being here at the pit, by the way.
Man, I got to tell you.
How cool is this, huh?
They take really good care of us here, too. You just want for nothing.
Yeah. Bruce Overstreet and the rest of the gang here. Bobby Thompson, obviously, very cordial. We enjoy working with him. Just a joy to have these folks working with us and helping us out, and we certainly appreciate them for welcoming STSPN with open arms. We got our own level up here, practically. We're up here on the little catwalk.
I love the pit. I just got to tell you,
awesome.
It's like a miniature EVCC.
Only we're lower, which is nice, right?
Exactly.
EVCC, we're up in the rafters here. We're just right above the benches here and right above the scores table. Jeremy Reed for 3! Hits it! That's 5 3-pointers for Everett here in the first quarter. 21-6 score. Still trying to get that trap going. Down low, easy bucket for Bays over the top of the defender. He now has 4. 21-8 score, 1:43 left to go here in the first quarter. Turnover coming up with it. That's number 10, Zach Mead. Double team, kicks it on over. Nice job to the left, to Bays underneath, up and in. Nice job, Christopher Russell. Guys doing a nice job of breaking that trap there. 21-10 score. First time tonight that Kingston's had back-to-back buckets. Cutting the Seagull lead down to 21-10. Fesienko, 3 ball! Are you kidding me? 4 trays first quarter, he has 12. And the way he's been playing the first month of the season, I guess nothing should surprise us anymore.
They got to put somebody in his face.
Indeed. He's not afraid to shoot it. There's an open 3. Look. Not quite the same success that Everett has. Jeremy Reed gets the ball knocked away momentarily. Finally comes down with it. Kicks it ahead. Taras looking to drive into the lane. Kicks it out to an open Reed. Corner shot. Hits the back iron. Bounces out towards the free throw line. And coming down with it, Christopher Russell. We're now down to 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. We've got a 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Everett getting it done offensively and defensively. Kingston just doesn't really seem to have an answer. As broke the trap a few times, but now we're going to get a little push off here. As Christopher Kelly, who had checked in a short time ago, is going to pick up his first foul of the night. 3rd team foul against the Seagulls. And Jamiri Reed checking in, number 3, the younger brother of Jeremy Reed, number 1. Jeremy, a junior, Jamiri, a sophomore. Both very good football players, by the way. There's the steal. Fesienko, layup, missed it. Ball bouncing around, finally coming away with it's Kingston. They're going to have a breakaway. They're not going to blow this opportunity. Christopher Russell with the basket. We're down to 1 second. Heave from half court, off the backboard, no good. But the Everett Seagulls owning the first quarter. Again, 6 3-pointers. Here in the opening period, they've got the 24-12 double up on Kingston. We're going to take a break. You're watching STSPN.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
You're watching STSPN!
And we're back once again here at the pit, Everett High School, home of the Seagulls, home of a fun crowd here too, as the cheer squad over there getting things going. My buddy Kara, third from the left there, one of our fellow Frog Squatters, working with her during the Everett Aqua Sox season. You noticed, Todd, I got my Aqua Sox gear on tonight, too.
You do, too. It's
right down the street from Memorial Stadium.
It looks really good. You know, speaking of her, she's the one that gathered them all together to do the little STSPN
She's awesome.
thing. Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. That's why our friend Alex Clausius, he only hires the best. She's part of the Frog Squad community. 3-ball, Malam. Looking for yet another one there. He had a hot first quarter, 7 points. Can't quite connect on that one. 24-12 first quarter. Let's see what Kingston can do here. Already down by 12, already short-handed tonight. Nice job of swinging the ball around. Open three, missed it. Nice offensive board. Dylan Bays, he has been the majority of their offense tonight. He has 8 points here in the first half, 24-12 score. Couple easy layups earlier. This time he gets an offensive board, puts it up and in. Fesienko, open corner shot. Missed it. Rebound comes down to number 2, Christopher Russell. Nice little move around Fesienko, but around the back, underhand layup in. Nasty. Christopher Russell says, you know what? Give me a chance here. Let me do a little juke move on Fesienko. I'll drive the lane. Underhand scoop shot up and in. And we've got a 30-second timeout. Todd, are we keeping it here?
Yes.
We're going to keep it here. 24-16. Suddenly we've got a little bit of a game going here. Again, this is a holiday game here, if you will. Everybody, schools are out now. Everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Everybody's getting ready for the new year. Todd Elvick, you seem to never take any time off, though. You're always working, always keeping us on the air. You got a bunch of games top of the peak.
Yeah, I got you listed for a couple, right? No.
You know, I've got to work in the top of the peak. I got my own tournament.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. You do.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to make the times that you had open. So
unfortunately,
but you got some phenomenal teams coming up in that tournament. By the way,
Glacier Peak doesn't have the kind of score controller we can hook to. Not like here.
Oh, you've got a score control here even. Okay, we'll talk about that here in a moment. Yeah, top of the peak, a girls tournament that's going to be Friday, Saturday, Monday at the end of December. Open three, long shot, misses it. Fesienko with the board. So Russell with the attempt. Yeah, well, really one of the better tournaments in the state, if you will. Girls basketball teams, I don't have the list in front of me, but it's Glacier Peak, and the majority of the teams are either ranked 1, 2, or 3 in the state at their respective classification levels. Brian Hill does an outstanding job of gathering top-tier teams. As we're going to get a check-in here right now. Everett coming into the game. Laith Dorsey checking in. A nice shot there. That's number 11, Christopher Kelly with the bucket. First points of the second quarter for Everett, breaking a little bit of a drought. Nice job, Fesienko getting after it. Durseth checking in. He's only a sophomore. 26-16 score. Everett, next game will be a week from Monday. It's going to be December 30th. They've got a home game against Interlake, an Interlake team that's 6-2 this season so far. We're going to get a foul away from the ball down here. And then they go on the road for 3 straight games. Everett, after that Interlake game, starting off 2020 at Archbishop Murphy on the 2nd, at Edmonds Woodway on the 8th, at Meadowdale High School on the 10th, and then they finally come home on Monday the 13th for Cedar Crest. We're going to get another foul called here. By the way, the last foul was on Durseth, his first. Let's see who they call, and they're going to call another one on him. Youngster picking up 2 quick fouls. That's 5 for Everett here. They're going to say this one was a shooting foul. That will put Dylan Bays at the line for 2. Hits the first one. 2 for 3 on the night is Kingston at the free throw line. Everett yet to attempt a free throw. The only foul on Kingston so far was an offensive charge call.
We'll be here for the Cedar Crest game.
Cedar Crest, January 13th, Monday night. Back to the pit.
In fact, yep. We'll be here for the Edmonds Woodway girls game.
Everett versus Edmonds Woodway? Okay, and do we have a date on that one?
That's the same as the boys. It's just the opposite.
Ooh, Fesienko, nasty. Driving the baseline. First non-three-pointer of the night for him. He's got 14 on the evening. 28-18 score, back to a 10-point lead. Forcing the turnover there. Durseth had his hands on it, then Reed back to Kingston, into the lane, up and in. That is Zach Mead. His first bucket of the night, 28-20. Kingston just refusing to go away. It's 21-6. We thought that they were going to end this game quickly. And here's Fesienko with another three. Iron unkind on that one. Jeremy Reed, you know he can play some defense. DB on the Seagulls football team. Mead, open three. Kind of a knuckleballer. Doesn't get it to fall. Nice job to get the rebound. That was Bays. They're going to reset the offense here up on top. 25 to go on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Fesienko getting out there. Referee's letting them play a little bit. We like to see that. I think we're going to get an arm check, an offensive foul called against Kingston. Yep, extended that arm. That was Setterland trying to go around Jeremy Reed. And Kingston with 2 personal fouls tonight, both of them on the offensive side of things, as Peter Wilson checks back in for Everett. 4:30 to go, first half. Seagulls and the Buccaneers. Fesienko kicks it out to Reed. 3-ball, swish! Jeremy Reed, 6 points tonight. Both on 3-pointers. One in the first quarter, one in the second quarter. 31-20 score. And the cheer squad has a Jeremy Reed chant. 3 syllables. Nice work, ladies. You gotta like those easy names to say. They chant well. Now we're going back to the D-up as Kingston misses the shot. Fesienko pushing it up the floor between the legs over to Reed. He's going to reset the offense here. 25 left on the shot clock. Reed, right wing, down low, a little triangle action there. Tried to get it out to Wilson, and with 15 to go on the shot clock, the ball gets knocked out of bounds. And checking back into the game, Gamairi Reed, number 3. I think the first time tonight, I take that back. I was going to say the first time tonight that the 2 brothers have played together. However, checks in for Big Brother. 33, Daryl Malam also checking back into the game. Wilson spin move into the lane, rolls around the rim and falls through the cylinder. Count the bucket. Peter Wilson, 4 points, 33-20. 5-0 run for Everett. 3-ball up. Off the front iron. That was number 10, Zach Mead, with the attempt. Fesienko into the lane, floats, finds a cutting Reed to the basket. Count it. Jamairi with his first points of the night. 35-20 score. See what the Seagulls can do now. Last time they had a 15-point lead, Kingston came roaring back. Down to 2:46 to go here in the first half. The D-up chant going on in the background here. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Down to 3. They've got to do something quick. Long 3-ball in the corner. Nothing but air. Fesienko tracks it down, looking to push it. No look pass. He thought he had Kildall down low, and he did, unfortunately for him. Buccaneer defender reading that from the get-go. Setterland drives the lane and puts it through. He now has 3 points on the night. And Fesienko looks over at head coach Bobby Thompson, decides to slow things down a bit. Kildall, Jamari Reed, Fesienko, Wilson, and Malam on the floor for the Seagulls. Wilson, turnaround shot, up and in. 6 points for Peter, 37-22 score. Oh.
Whoa.
And again, a 4-syllable name, Peter Wilson, and the chants start right away. I'm loving it. Nice job, Seagulls. Student body. Have a little fun tonight. It's the holiday season. Be joyful. Be cheery. Be spirited.
There's nothing better than coming out to a varsity event.
No, well, when you get the right crowd especially. This is a good one here. Bruce Overstreet over in the corner. The athletic and activities coordinator, a great guy that we've gotten to know over the years. No, they're going to say Christopher Russell, both feet took off the ground. Traveling violation.
Can you travel if your feet aren't on the ground?
Can you travel if your feet aren't on the ground? Something to think of, something to ponder for the rest of the quarter, right? Are we talking just basketball or just in life in general?
Yeah. I don't have an answer for that.
Vesienko steps back, the long three. That was an NBA shot. Jamari getting the rebound, goes up strong, draws contact. He'll step to the line. Seagulls looking to push their record to 4-3. They only had 3 wins on the entire season last year. Nice job by first-year head coach Bobby Thompson. Took over for another Everett alum, Bryce Levine. And Reed gets that first ball to drop in.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Bryce Levine? He's been around here for a long time, too. His mom, one of the great athletes of all time from around here. Just don't ask me her maiden name. I've forgotten it already. Reed misses the second free throw, left it a little bit short. And we did a game last year here, Todd.
Not the mayor. Tell me it's not true. You
What's that?
can't remember the.
No, there's plenty, trust me. The names get harder to remember as you get older. And Bobby Thompson, of course, outstanding athlete here. Played at the University, oh, nice shot there, rolls in and out. Played at the University of Maine at Fort Kent. Class of 96 here at Everett. His sister Jeannie, graduating 2 years later in 98, and she's now the girls' head coach here. And one of her players, Bobby's daughter. So it's a family affair here of Thompson's. 3 ball up, a little to the left and short. The air ball chance, and nicely done.
Wow.
Dylan Bays is the recipient, and he gets the bucket, but really Zach Mead, seeing that that ball was going out of bounds, quickly knocked it in. We've got 13 seconds left in the half. Should also point out Bobby is the Director of Housing Development for Housing Hope, which does low-income housing in the area. And so he's not only contributing to his community with basketball coaching and various leagues, he also does quite a bit for the community around here. We're down to 3 seconds in the half. Wilson with a kicker. Can't get it to go. We've come to the end of the first half. The Seagulls, 38, Kingston 24. We're going to take a break. You're watching STSPN.
You're watching STSPN!
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Hey, sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Wesco Conference are playing? Who won the game last night? And what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on WescoAthletics.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making WescoAthletics.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Wesco Conference. Check out WescoAthletics.com, the official website of the Wesco Conference.
Welcome back to the pit here at Everett High School. The Seagulls leading Kingston 38-24 as we get ready for the second half of action. Let's go ahead and give you some scoring numbers from the first half of play. Let's go through the Everett Seagulls roster first. Number 1, Jeremy Reed, 6 points. Number 2, Taras Fesienko, 14 points, 12 of which coming in that opening period. Number 3, Jamiri Reed, Jeremy's brother, with 3 points. Number 10, Peter Wilson with 6 points. Number 11, Christopher Kelly, 2 points. And rounding out the scoring, number 33, Daryl Malam, 7 points. For Kingston, number 1, McGuire Sutherland, 3 points. Number 2, Christopher Russell, 4 points. Number 10, Zach Mead, 2 points. Number 20, Orlando Chiquetti, 3 points. And number 23, Dylan Bays. And to count his up here, he's got 12 points. He leads Kingston in scoring half of their points. Here we go. We are underway for the second half. Kingston wearing the road maroon uniforms. Everett Seagulls wearing their home whites right now. If you're just tuning in, the Seagulls with 6 3-pointers in the first quarter alone jumped out to a 21-6 lead. It was 24-12 at the end of the first quarter. And then they outscored Kingston by 2 in the second quarter. They lead by 14 coming out of the break. We're going to get a foul called against Everett here as they are going to put the number up. That's Daryl Malam, his first foul of the game. First team foul, obviously, against Everett. Down low, we're going to keep it right here. And we're going to get yet another foul called against, this time they're going to say 32. They started to hand up number 33. They're going to say 32, Micah Hogan. That's his second foul of the game. Second team foul against the Seagulls here as we're now 30 seconds into play here in the second half. Everett with their starting 5 back on the floor. Number 2, Taras Fesienko. Number 5, Ronnie Kildall. Number 10, Peter Wilson. Number 32, Micah Hogan. Number 33, Daryl Malone. Speaking of Daryl Malone, layup, count it. Give him 9 points for the night, 40-24. Seagulls now with their largest lead of the night. And we're going to get a push called against Everett, their third foul already. We're 65 seconds into the second half as Hogan's going to be called for his third foul. Kingston playing shorthanded tonight, only suiting up 7 players. Nice job by Sutherland. Gets the look he wanted, just couldn't quite finish it. Fesienko pushing it up on the other end of the floor. He came out on fire this evening. He's had a great season thus far. He's averaging right around 22 points per game. 43 points in the Bruegel Fest game against Cascade. Then, as we mentioned earlier, the very next game, he hit the winning three-pointer at Lake Stevens. We're going to get a 3-second violation in the key there, called against Daryl Malam.
Yeah, Everett doesn't have any chairs left.
Any chairs left? Oh, yeah. Oh, as far as on their bench. Yeah, coaches, staff, players. And then you look over here, and if they need to borrow some, Kingston has a few extras. It's a long trip across the ferry, too. If you're not able to play, I suppose, it doesn't make a lot of sense to come all the way over here. A lot of folks on winter break, on vacations. Busiest travel day of the year last night. Todd Elvick and I got to experience that firsthand. Nice job there by Dylan Bays, his first bucket of the half. He's got 14. My sister flew in last night, got stuck on the tarmac for 2.5 hours, so I got to drive around in circles for 2.5 hours. That was a lot of fun.
Nice. You could have parked at the cell phone lot.
Well, you actually couldn't park at the cell phone lot because it was overflowing as well.
Oh, my.
Trust me, I tried. Wilson kicking it out. Hogan into the lane. Fesienko, nice work. You know what they say, Todd Elvick, teamwork makes the dream work, and that's exactly what happened there. Not selfish on the Seagulls' part at all. Corner shot, in and out. It's number 20, Shaquetti. And then Bayes getting the look he wanted. He hasn't missed too many shots tonight. He's got 14. This time he misses. No look pass. Just off the fingertips of Wilson as Fesienko saw him cutting along the baseline there, tried to hit him. And checking back in, or I should say checking into the game, Andrew Hicks. I believe that's the first time we've seen him play tonight. 6-foot junior.
I really wanted to use that teamwork, dreamwork the other night, and I couldn't
Find a place to use it. Nice bucket there, Christopher Russell. He's got 6 points tonight, 2 in each of the 3 quarters. Kingston hanging around so far. Well, I'll tell you what, this Kingston team, again, if you're just tuning in, as Wilson puts up a 3 off the front iron. Nice rebound by Malam, gets double teamed, and he draws contact. See who they're going to call this one on. Just got a score from our friend Tom Lafferty. Marysville Pilchuck leading Edmonds Woodway 33-23 at the half. They're going to call that foul on number 2. Christopher Russell. Bruce Overstreet in the house. There we go. And nice job down low. Andrew Hicks checks into the game, wastes very little time, gets his first points of the night.
He was double checking on our status.
He's awesome.
Well, he is too.
I think if you are in the Everett community, if you're watching this game and you hear the name Bruce Overstreet, you know that he's awesome. We're going to get a foul called here. Called on number 1. Jeremy Reed picking up his first foul of the night. Everett already with 4 fouls here. We're 3 minutes and 28 seconds into the third quarter, 4:32 remaining. Nice pass down low, lays it up and in. Christopher Russell with a beautiful over-the-top pass, finds Dylan Bays. Bays with 16 points tonight. 44-30 score. Again, working the ball around nicely. Fesienko, all 5'11" of him, or whatever he's listed at, goes up over the top, gets his hand on it. Unfortunately for him, ball ends up coming into the hands of one of the Buccaneer players. And now we're going to get a foul called against Ronnie Kildall here. That's 5 team fouls already. Kildall, by the way, I think we mentioned it in the first half. He was part of that Everett Seagulls golf team that finished 3rd in state this past year, and Kildall had a lot to do with that. Nice job by Kildall. It's a Fesienko play of the night right there, both of them into the hands of Hicks. Fesienko back down low, finds Malam down low, and he's going to draw contact. He'll go to the line. Kildall, again, finished 14th individually at state in the golf tournament. That was the state championship that was held at Indian Summer Country Club down in Lacey. He was part of that team that featured Austin Duffy, Andrew Martin, and Andrew Olson. Of course, Coach Daryl Olson, who was a basketball coach here once upon a time. Shot up and in. Nice job by number 33, Malam. And Ronnie can play some basketball, too.
How does golf fit with basketball?
Hand-eye coordination.
There you go.
Concentration. we've seen quite a few basketball players who can play a little golf. Our friend Jordy Brycich over at Jackson was a heck of a point guard, quarterback and golfer. I think he's now playing D1 somewhere. 3 ball up on the way. Missed it. That was Russell missing the shot. Fesienko looking to push, driving down low.
Well, I wasn't disrespecting golf. I was just saying, you know, it's a lot of times when you see a 3-sport athlete or whatever.
You don't think of those two going hand in hand. I hear you. It's usually basketball, baseball, football type of thing, or
soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah. You know.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout. Shall we take a quick break?
We will.
We shall. You're watching STSPN.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today.
And welcome back once again to the pit right here at Everett High School.
Love it.
We love the pit. Steve Willits, Todd Elvick, Sarah Elvick, all the folks out in the red truck, and so many more bringing you this broadcast tonight from one of the better venues in all of Wesco, maybe in all the state, right? Joe Richer Court, home of the Seagulls.
15 feet from the truck.
Yeah, right, that's even better.
Yeah.
Don't get that in very many locations around here.
Nope.
The referee's letting them play a little bit out there. Long 3 ball up.
Wow.
And swoosh! Zach Mead, his first tray of the night. He's got 5 on the evening. 46-33. Fesienko says, I'll try to answer that. Misses the shot. Hicks comes down with a rebound. Unfortunately, his feet cross that baseline. Kingston basketball. So Todd Elvick, you got 12 games coming up during the top of the peak. Are those your next games here?
Those are the next games. I don't think there's not very many games between now and the 27th.
No, there's definitely not, hardly any, if any. Nice work there. Missed the shot, though. Bays, once again, I think he felt he got fouled. No whistle. No whistle, no harm, right? Fesienko out to Reed. 3 ball up. A little bit short. Fesienko, beautiful touch pass to Kildall. Couldn't quite finish it. Fesienko in one swooping motion. Hands on the ball, tipped it to Kildall. Kildall, if he just put another inch on it, it would have fallen right into the cylinder. Instead, we're going to get a whistle here.
I think we've had a few more people kind of filter in since it started.
Andrew Hicks going to the bench there. A nice round of applause for him from his teammates. Obviously appreciating what he's doing. Kildall, by the way, with 3 fouls now. 6 for Everett. They're 1 away from putting Kingston into the bonus. 3 ball again. Zach Mead at back-to-back trays, making this game interesting all of a sudden. 46-30 just became 46-36 in about a 30-second basketball window. Fesienko, no look down low to Reed. Spins around, Bays with a block. There to clean it up, though, is Andrew Hicks. Andrew Hicks is so quick, he checked back in. I didn't even notice he was back in the game. Breaks the 6-0 run by Kingston. Looking for another 3 ball. It's up. It's good! Kingston shooting their way back into this thing.
Now you understand the 1 point.
Understand
the 1 point losses.
Point? Oh, yeah, right. 9-2 run right now for Kingston. 3 consecutive 3-point shots on consecutive possessions. Kildall baseline to Hicks. Kingston folks wanted to travel. Fesienko puts up a 3. Misses it. Ball bounces around. Russell comes away with it. Already down into a single-digit deficit and looking for more. We're going to get a non-shooting foul. However, that is the 7th team foul called against Everett, which is putting Kingston into the bonus. So McGuire Setterland will step to the line shooting 1-1. Foul's going to be called on Jeremy Reed, his 2nd. As the Reed brothers are now back on the floor together right now. Number 1, Jeremy. Number 3, Jamairi.
How fun is that?
It's going to be pretty cool for them, right?
Yep.
They also play football together as the front end of the one-on-one is missed by Setterland. This game all of a sudden getting very interesting again. It's down to 9 points. Malam thought to pass, had a nice look. High percentage shot, just couldn't quite get it to fall. Here comes Kingston down here. We're going to get an official timeout. Well, apparently the shot clock did not get reset, so they're going to fix things over here to the side.
Somebody must have called in that was watching.
Told them about the shot clock?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? So they're going to just set it down to 31 seconds, assuming that they ran off about 4 seconds. So 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock right now, which may or may not factor in here. Let's see what Kingston decides to do. Open look, long, NBA three. And we're going to get a whistle down low on the rebound attempt. They're going to say it's on the Seagulls. Fesienko with his hands up. No, it's going to be called against number 33, Malam, his second. That's going to send Dylan Bays at the line shooting a 1-and-1. He's 2 for 2 at the free throw line tonight so far.
I always like that look when they get a foul called on them. They're like, what? What?
Well, in this case, he was looking for his teammate. Bays hits the first shot. 17 points tonight for him. Nice equal distribution of points by quarter for him. He had 6 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 here in the third as he had a chance to make it an even 6 across the board there, missed it. So Kingston getting 2 different 1-and-1 opportunities, which could have led to as many as 4 points. Instead, they come away with only 1. Thus, they still trail by 8. We're down to 5 seconds to go in the quarter. A little backdoor action. Jamairi out to Kildall. Hits it! 2 seconds to go. Ronnie with his first points of the night, and that's exactly what they needed. Kingston making a bit of a run, cut that lead into the single digits. Seagulls say no, we're going to go into the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead. Let's take a break, shall we? You're watching STSPN.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
And welcome back to the pit. We are 8 minutes away from this game being put into the books. So we think. We're starting the fourth quarter, and Everett with a dagger right at the end of the third quarter. Ronnie Kildall with his first bucket of the night. It was a tray, and not only that, but Everett has the possession arrow. So 1 second later, they get the ball right back here to start the fourth quarter and looking to expand upon that 11-point lead. Let's see what they can do with it here. Looking for their fourth victory of the night, of the season. 3-3 on the year. They were 3-16 last year. You can do the easy math there. They're looking to exceed last year's win total in only 7 games, and we're going to get a whistle here. Full timeout. Bobby Thompson calls a full timeout. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere. This is setting up to be a really thrilling finish. Stay tuned from the pit. You're watching STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
And welcome back once again from the pit here at Everett High School. Seems like we just did this intro. 20 seconds into the fourth quarter, Bobby Thompson decides to call a quick timeout and to
he must have saw
gather
something he didn't like.
Well, and you know what Bobby Thompson I think is thinking right now, and we talked about it before the game when I was down on the floor with them about 15 minutes before tip-off. Their last game against Linwood, They had an 18-point lead in the third quarter. They won by 2. I think he wants to make sure that this team is refocused, just to remind them, hey, look, this game's not over yet. Keep your focus. Ronnie Kildall 3. Same spot he hit it at the end of the third quarter. This time he misses off the back iron. Kingston pushing once again. It'll be curious to see how Kingston does here in the fourth quarter. Again, playing shorthanded tonight. Nice runner there. A little teardrop from Christopher Russell. 7 points in the second half, 11 for the game. You can tell, look at Christopher. He looks like he's sweating up a storm. Then you look at other guys. Don't even look like they've broken a sweat yet. So we'll see how this goes here. He's playing his heart out tonight. Fesienko, long 3. Misses it. Reed almost going over the back. Wisely pulled up. Nicely done. Gets his hand on the ball. Jamairi knocking the ball over to brother Jeremy. Jeremy finishes it off. He's got 8 points. Give Jamairi Reed a lot of credit there as he almost picked up a foul, pulled his hands back, wisely played defense from the front side, got his hand on that ball and knocked it over to his brother and finishes the 2-pointer. Bays down low, misses the shot. Everett coming away with a rebound. Kildall pushes it forward. Malam, spin move into the lane, puts it up. They're going to say no shot. Traveling, it looked pretty though. Daryl Malam, nice little move to the basket. Unfortunately for him, picked up that dribble maybe just a split second too soon as Peter Wilson's going to check in back into the game for Jamairi Reed. 6:18 to go. Everett by 11. But Kingston showing that they've got some 3 power. They can shoot their way back in, and as if on cue right there, number 20. That is Orlando Shaquiti. I'm going to get his name right one of these days here. Shaquiti. 3 ball makes it an 8-point game, and now we're going to get a free throw attempt coming up. Maybe 2 free throws for Peter Wilson as gets fouled on the way to the hoop. Everett fan base letting him know with the "you can't do that" chant. Orlando Shaquiti. It's a fun name.
You know, as a player,
both first and last.
As a player, you got to love that chant.
As anybody,
you're like
you and I are up here, and I love the
can't do
chant,
that.
right?
Yeah.
First point of the second half for Wilson. He's got 7 on the night. Looking to put them up by 10, and does. Everett 4 for 4 in the second half from the free throw line. Kingston 1 for 3, 10-point game. And the Peter Wilson chant starts up. 5:45 to go here, fourth quarter. 3 ball up. Bounced around the cylinder, pops out. Fesienko grabs it. Wastes very little time, pushes ahead. Kildall, Malam. Slow things down a bit. Kildall says, you know what, we'll go ahead and set our offense, take our time. 10-point lead, no rush, right? Everybody's touching the ball now. I'm sure Kingston even doesn't mind this a little bit. It's a chance for them to kind of catch their breath a little bit here. They're going to need to make a run here. Nice job, Jeremy Reed! Everybody going each and every which way except for towards him. All of a sudden the seas parted. He gets an easy layup. He's scored in each quarter now. He's got 10 points on the night. Setterland gets into the lane, kicks it out. Russell, open look 3. Front iron off the mark. Fesienko grabs it. They've got numbers. Nice no look, and from behind the shot gets blocked. Zach Mead. A lot of credit there to Fesienko. He looked off the defender, looked in Jeremy Reed's direction to the left, found Kildall to the right. Kildall thought he had an open layup. Mead came from behind, said, I don't think so. Fesienko rims it around and drops it in. His first tray since the first quarter. Give him 19 on the night. Floater on the other end, missed off of Bays' hand. Kildall says, I'll save it anyway because we want to push. We've got numbers. Here comes Fesienko off the back iron. Off the glass, drops it in. 5 points for him in the last 2 possessions. 21 on the night. And just like that, Everett rebuilding that lead up to 17 points.
Yeah, they're feeling it now.
Question now, does Kingston have one more run left in them? It's going to have to be quick. We're down to 4:08. 3 ball. This time it's contested. Nice defense by Kildall. Reed grabs the rebound. Fesienko Baseline, nice pass, no look, draws two defenders towards him. Daryl Malam wide open, finds him underneath, easy layup. Everett with their largest lead of the night. It's now back up to 19 points. Little baby hook there. Zach Mead missing the shot. Fesienko now bringing the ball up.
They just can't get it to drop.
No, another no look. This time to Kildall. Swings it around to Wilson. Think of Fesienko for his shooting abilities, but he handles the rock well too. Bobby Thompson content letting these guys run that shot clock down. 19-point lead with 3:15 to go. Fesienko shot was partially blocked. I believe that was Bays getting his hand on it. Setterlund a little behind the back. Nice draw of the defenders towards him. Unfortunately, Zach Mead can't close it out with the open look. Fesienko underneath, scoops it up and in. 7 points here in the fourth quarter for him. 23 for the game. And for the first time tonight, Everett's lead has extended 20 points. It is now 66-45. Mead with another open look. Can't get it to go. Fesienko tracks it down. Fesienko open three. He's really feeling it now. 10 points here in the quarter, most of which have come in about the last 100 seconds. Kingston decides they need a timeout. It's a 24-point game, and that pretty much should do it. And Everett looking to go 4-3 on the year. Poor Kingston, by the way. They're going to lose their 7th consecutive game to start the year, 3 of which were by 1 point. And then I'm looking at their schedule here. This is what the next 2 weeks look like for them. At Mount Tahoma. By the way, Kingston is a 2A school. They go at Mount Tahoma, who is a 3A school, who, oh, by the way, is 6-1 on the year so far. They then go to Black Hills down in the Evergreen 2A conference. That's Thursday, January 2nd. Going to play an always tough Black Hills team. Then on Monday, January 6th, they go to Central Kitsap, who's in that South Sound 3A conference down on the south end. They're 5-2 this year. And then finally, they catch a little bit of a break, if you will. No offense to Port Townsend, but a 1-5 Port Townsend team who is also in the Olympic Conference. However, they're a 1A school, and they'll be playing them at home on January 7th. So if you're watching from Kingston tonight, make sure you come out and support these Buccaneers. They're a scrappy team, and they shoot the three well. Could be a fun game for them. Again, January 7th, their next home game. And that shot is missed. Checking into the game for the first time tonight, that's Caleb Green at number 4. Green, a 6-foot senior. He is the 8th and final player on that bench that suited up this evening. It's good to see. Oh, and we also have another guy that checked in there. I didn't even notice that. Andrew Ives, number 44, getting his first action. So only 6 players had played up until that point. He's a 5'8" senior. Christopher Russell down low, gets it to fall. Russell having a nice night there, 13 points. Also into the game for the first time tonight for Everett. Number 15, Andre Gabriel, 6'1" junior. Peter Wilson says, let me do the honors here. Takes it in, lays it up. Gives the fans one more opportunity to chant Peter Wilson. Also checking in for the first time tonight for Everett, number 12, Elijah Menenis. Menenis, a 5'10" junior guard. Fesienko still in the game, puts up a shot, misses it. Menenis thought about the shot there. And Bobby Thompson's calling a 30-second timeout. I've got to think this is to put some more subs in and to get some of his players a chance to play a little varsity ball tonight. Nothing wrong with that at all. 30-second timeout as it looks as though he's looking in the direction right now of number 11, Christopher Kelly, who's played a little bit already tonight, but I think he wanted to get him a little more action. So Everett with their largest lead of the evening. Hicks down low with the ball, goes up, underneath, gets it to fall. He now has 6 points tonight. And Todd, what do we got coming up here in the schedule here?
Well, a big one on January 3rd, Lake Stevens at Glacier Peak boys. Then we got Edmonds Woodway back here against the girls, Everett. Monroe at Jackson on the January 8th.
And that's boys or girls?
That is boys. And then Jackson at Glacier Peak boys. Panther Classic will be there. Tom's going to do that for the wrestling.
Oh, you can do it. Okay.
And Cedar Crest kind of rounds it out a little bit first couple of weeks. January 13th, right here, Cedar Crest, Everett.
So does that mean for the next week or so you rest up and get ready for the second half of the school year? Sounds like you don't have too many off nights.
That is correct.
Bad news for Todd Elvick. He has no life. The good news for all the fans out there, they get to watch that many more broadcasts. Nice job by Russell scooping that one in.
And nice job for the boosters getting us in here because we got a bunch of Everett games coming up.
Yeah, and that's they get a lot of that credit, right? I mean, they're the ones that
absolutely can't do it without them.
Made the contacts, let us know they wanted us here. You ask and you shall receive many times, and that's exactly how the Everett Seagulls are getting so many games right now. Nice little shot there for number 10, Zach Mead. Give him 10 on the night. 6 straight points for Kingston. It's not going to matter as Everett now with a 20-point lead. I believe that we have one chant already up and running. And hopefully Bobby Thompson will send us up a player. We mentioned that to him earlier.
You're not going to pick one?
I had told Bobby just to send one of his guys up, and we'll see what he does here, right?
All right.
That is the one challenge of being up here, way up above. So let's see what we get from Bobby here, and maybe we can even yell down to him. Shall we take a quick break?
We will take a quick break.
We will. The Everett Seagulls with a 20-point win. We're going to have a player of the game interview coming up, so don't go anywhere. You're watching STSPN.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200-plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You can say something about it if you want.
Friday night for the Buccaneers. 7-3.
And welcome back once again to the pit here at Everett High School. Once again, the final score, the Everett Seagulls defeating the Kingston Buccaneers 73-53 tonight. Everett doing their traditional cheer after the game. Good to see not only the players, cheer squad, and the student body, but also the coaches taking part. Couple last-second pictures here, no doubt, as some of these students probably not going to see each other again for the rest of 2019. Well, I should take that back. There is one more home game on Monday the 30th. That's coming up. Again, that is against Interlake, if anybody wants to come out and support the Seagulls. Interlake with a 5-2 record. We've asked Bobby Thompson to send one of his players up, so we'll see who he sends up here in just a moment.
Darryl Bylam, 13. Andrew Hicks, 6. Chris Kelly, 2. Peter Wilson, 10.
They're going over the point totals right now. We should probably do the same here as we're waiting. Again, Taras Vesienko, talk about a bookend game. He started off with 9 points, 3 3-pointers. 3 3-pointers in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the game. He had 14 at the half, 16 after 3 quarters, and then he got hot again all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, scoring 10 more points.
You're going to have to swatch this around.
And it looks as though we asked Bobby Thompson to send a player up. I see 3 guys walking our way right now.
We'll get them all shirts. What the hell?
That might just be. That might be an Everett Seagulls thing. Now we got. Oh well, maybe he's got a. Let's go ahead and just hold off just 1 second here. So who's our player of the game? They're all players of the game. We're going to go ahead and handle the. And we are up here right now. Well, let's get these guys. These guys need to swing over here and get right behind us, too. It's STSPN. They're having a lot of fun tonight. They're the Everett Seagulls. There we go. We got the Reed brothers up here. Who else is up here? Taras Vesienko's in the house. Who else we got?
Shout out my boy Daryl Milam.
Okay, we got Daryl. How do you say your last name? We've been saying it wrong all night.
Milam.
Milam, there we go. Okay, I did get it right there. So, Daryl Milam, player of the game tonight. Daryl, first of all, and the other guys can kind of chime in here in a second, too. You guys won 3 games last year. Do you guys realize you've already won 4 games this year?
Yeah.
How's that feeling right now?
Feels good. I mean, we worked really hard in the off season, so it's all paying off right now.
Talk a little bit about the off season. What motivated you guys? What kept you going into the gym? What kept you trying to get fired up and ready to go for the season?
I'd say our coach, Bobby, he always made us go in early mornings. All of us used to go in the gym together early in the mornings, without practice and stuff.
There we go. Oh. So you even get the assist when you're up here, right? That's teamwork, right? So coach has you going into the gym even when there's nothing going on. You're getting your reps in. You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
How much has that paid off for this team this year?
A lot, especially
Taras, is he lifting? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's the story behind the WWF e-belt here?
Taking charges.
So charges, is that why Peter's got the belt right now?
Yes, sir.
Is that for the first quarter charge? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Peter's got the. So Jeremy had the
last game. Jeremy had the charge last game.
Peter got 4. I got 5.
So do we keep track of who's got the most on the season? Jeremy, you're giving us some numbers here. Do you?
Nah, Peter has the most.
Peter got 20.
He took it 3 in a game.
We got to go back and look at
No, we're good.
I like it how usually, and Daryl, you can kind of speak to this. Usually guys talk about their points. You guys talk about charges.
Yeah.
That's a key stat that a lot of times flies under the radar. It's important when you're trying to get victories, though, right?
Yeah. We all kind of preach on it, and especially these two. I mean, they lead the team in charges.
Well, and you can just tell your whole team is up here right now, by the way, which I've never seen this before. Hey, guys, why don't you all scoot over here a little bit? You guys obviously like each other. Let's make sure we get everybody in here. Daryl, is this a tight-knit group? Do these guys all like each other?
Yeah, we all hang out off the court, and, on the court you can kind of tell that we're all.
Grandma got some good cookies.
Okay, Daryl, we want you to scoot forward a little bit here, and then everybody else can kind of get behind you there. There we go. So what's the deal? Cooking up what? What are we saying here?
What does Grandma be cooking?
The French toast.
Who's Grandma?
Right over there in the green shirt.
Is that your grandma?
Yeah.
So your grandma cooks for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, let's wave at Grandma there. Grandma's over there in the greens. There we go. We even got away from Grandma. So what's Grandma's name? Let's give her a little shout out there. Grandma Margaret. She's cooking the French toast. She's getting you guys ready.
Yeah.
It seems to be working. Are you guys all eating good on the court and off the court? Is that what we're saying? Yeah. Okay. How much better is it to go into the break with a win than as opposed to if you guys were to have lost this game tonight?
It means a lot. I guess all you guys can speak on it.
We still got a chip on our shoulder, a boulder on our shoulder. We still got to work hard. You know what I'm saying? The win, it's a good win, pat on the back, but we got to keep moving forward.
How much does the fan base mean to you guys?
Hey, man,
a lot.
It's pretty good, but yeah.
We love our fans.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we gotta create our own energy. We can't rely on the fans.
You get those nice Jeremy Reed chants. You get the nice Peter Wilson chants. Everything else.
It adds.
Taras, did they get your name going there? Your name's a little bit tougher to say. Yeah, it's just we get the chants going. We're having fun. Where everybody's having a great time. Hey, you guys West Coast coming up here too. You guys already kind of starting to look at the landscape a little bit and figure out what's going on there. How excited are you guys to get into some league games now?
Pretty excited. We were, I think, 14th coming into the
15th.
15th.
You're ranked 15th out of 15.
Yeah.
So
now we're kind of just trying to cross off teams.
So you guys have noticed that.
Yeah.
You guys, I saw a bunch of heads going yes right now. So when those numbers came out and the Everett Herald came out and they showed the coaches poll, you guys got a little chip on your shoulder from that?
Yeah, most definitely.
A boulder on your shoulder.
The chip's been there so long it's starting to get stale.
Well, that's what losing will do, and that's what going and working in the gym and getting after it will do. We got more people running out here. This is pretty awesome. We've got Coach Thompson down there looking up at you guys. Gerald, tell me a little bit about Coach Thompson. What does he mean?
He's awesome. He opens the gym for us early in the mornings. He just, and then he also has a really close relationship with all of us off the court and just does everything he can to help us out.
Very cool. Well, again, you guys have got 4 wins. We should mention Daryl Malam, you're the player of the game. Here we go. There we go.
All I gotta say
Go ahead and hold that.
Daryl finally has a T-shirt.
Daryl's finally got Daryl didn't have a T-shirt. He's got one now. Go ahead and hold that up. We're going to get a picture for you right there. The Everett Seagulls getting there. And before we sign up, let's have you guys here. I'm just going to pass this around. Give us your first and last names here real quick so we can get everybody in here.
Oh, my name is Stras Fesienko.
Yep. My name is Jeremy Reed. Jeremy_Reed01. That's my Instagram.
And who's the guy next to you here?
This is Jamari's my little brother. They call him Baby Reed.
I'm Jamari.
Are you okay being Baby Reed?
Yeah, I'm straight with that.
You're right. There we go.
I'm Chris Kelly.
Peter Wilson, Charge King.
There we go. He's got the belt. Hold up that belt, Peter. Where's that belt? There we go.
Elijah Menendez.
Andrew Hicks.
Ronnie Kildall.
Late this year. We got everybody here. That's the Everett Seagulls right there. Everybody having a good time. They're 4-3 going into the break. All is well. What do we got? Jeremy Reed's got one more thing to say.
If you don't remember anything from remember Ubuntu.
There you have it, 4-3. The Seagulls are for real this year. They're looking to show everybody that, hey, they're not the number 15 team in Wesco. Stay tuned for that. What do we got, guys?
1, 2, 3. Ubuntu.
There we go. Again, Daryl Malam, player of the game. Congratulations on that. Guys, have a great one. Happy holidays to you. Everett Seagulls, 4 wins this season. Bobby Thompson's got the crew playing well. He's got them together. He's got them feeling like one big cohesive bunch. They're not going to be an easy game this year. They might have been last year. It's 2019-2020. One more shout out for Everett. Again, home game against Interlake right here on December 30th. They then go on the road to Archbishop Murphy on January 2nd, at Edmonds Woodway January 8th, at Meadowdale January 10th. Those are all league games. It's going to be a tough road there. And then they're right back here at the Pit against Cedar Crest on January 13th, a game that will be broadcasted on STSPN.com. There you go. So again, for Todd Elvick, for Sarah Elvick, for everybody in the truck, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you to all the folks here at Everett High School, here at the Pit, Bruce Overstreet, Bobby Thompson, and the rest of the crew for making this a possibility. And yes, you, the Booster Club, as well. You really did your homework, and you made this happen. So nice work. Season's greetings to everybody as well. Happy holidays, and have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and make 2020 be a great one. We're going to be seeing you here real shortly. Once again, you've been watching STSPN.com. Have a good night.
You're watching